Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So this evening, I want to discuss how Warren Buffett owns 20% of AMEX. And if Mr. Buffett were to ever see this video, I would say, Mr. Buffett, please find a way to acquire the rest of the company because the other companies you own do so well, whether it be Geico, Dairy Queen, companies like that. I mean, you run companies really well, and Amex definitely needs your help. And I say this coming from the standpoint of a personal experience I've had with them twice, which I've done other videos on, which I'll link to. At the end of this, when you see the two pop up, I'll link to those. So, but I want to discuss how he owns 20% right now. So Amex, obviously, one of the world's top credit card companies, not according to me, but facts are facts. It's been a longtime favorite of Berkshire Hathaway, CEO Warren Buffett. He says you can't create another Amex. Oh, I think you can. I think a lot of other companies are a lot more ethical and customer friendly than Amex is. I think there's a lot of opportunity. So he says I could create another shoe store. I could create another business publication. I could do all kinds of things with hundreds of billions of dollars, including buying the rest of Amex. But I can't put in the minds of people what is in their minds about American Express. Well, yeah, I've got my mind pretty much made up about them too, and I'm not a fan. Okay, so Berkshire Hathaway Holdings as of 2021, amount of company owned. So these are the companies that Berkshire Hathaway actually owns. So when you're investing in Berkshire Hathaway, you're actually investing in these companies too. So Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett's main company, of course, acts as like a hedge fund, mutual fund, or index fund holding all of these companies. Amex, Moody's rating agency, Bank of America, US Bank Corp, Coca-Cola, Bank of New York Mellon, BYD, Mitsui and Co., Itochi, some Japanese companies, Apple, Mitsubishi, Verizon, General Motors, Charter, Chevron. I pretty much like everything on this list except for that one at the top. And for those of you wondering, if you haven't been following me for a while, I had two bad credit card experiences with them. Because for those of you that have seen my credit card videos, I'm a big fan of the credit card churning. I have what I call the starting lineup. Anything that makes it in here into the starting lineup is there for a reason because they all contribute to the team. So between 3 and 5% cash back, I'm getting on all of these from various categories, various promotions, various rewards, things like that. So only the best make it into the starting lineup. But if you were to look closely, you'll notice no Amex. That's because on the gold card and the Hilton Honors card, they denied me their bonus offer, which I was infuriated about. Wrote them a letter, did all that. Nothing came of it. And there's a lot of channels on this platform that have glowing reviews of Amex. They have, they're just big fans. It's like they've just totally drunk the Kool-Aid. I even commented on one channel, and he says, "Oh, I've never heard of something like that happening." Well, buddy, you've drank the Kool-Aid. That's all I can say. Um, but yeah, so I've had that happen, and I think that I'd really like to see Warren Buffett just take over the whole company because he's really, if you look at it, Geico. A lot of people don't know, but with him owning Geico, um, they're run so well. Like my personal story with them, I was insured with Geico for a long time, and then they kept going up and up and up. So I decided that it was time to find another insurance company. So I went to Progressive for like 6 months. Well, Geico begged for me back. And I've never had an insurance company do this before, but they asked for me back. They wanted me back so bad because Warren Buffett, if you read his books and you study him, he hates losing customers. And he's instilled that mindset in all his businesses. And that would greatly behoove Amex because they've lost customers. And it's not just me. There's plenty of other people that these things have happened to. They've lost me as a customer for good. And they don't care. They just have this mindset. They really don't care. They're so big, they just don't give a crap. But Buffett, his mindset, customers are the lifeblood of any business, which they are. I agree with. That's one of the good to great principles. You got to get that right if you're going to survive. And he wants his businesses to not lose customers. So anyway, long story short, back to Geico, you could clearly see how Mr. Buffett's ideals have flowed down through the company structure. So when it came to me, my situation, they wanted me back. They offered me the rate I was paying like 5 years before. And this is a good strategy, by the way, if you want to call it insurance churning. We've got credit card churning, we've got checking account churning. Well, we also have insurance churning. So this could potentially be a good strategy if you, because if you stick with one company forever and ever, they're gonna just keep going up on you. So you've got to churn. But anyway, when I came back to Geico, so not only did I get the rate I was paying like 5 years before, but they gave me a Starbucks gift card. They thanked me. I got these thank you emails and all that. I mean, I felt like a first class customer, and I felt really appreciated. So it was a night and day experience contrasting from how Amex did me. So just from my personal experience, I think it would be great if Mr. Buffett's ideals were applied to Amex. So he already owns 20%. It would be great if he could own the other 80%. So Warren Buffett, Mr. Buffett, you have the money. Just take them over. Hostile takeover, peaceful takeover, however you got to do it. Just take over the other 80%. But anyway, let's read a little bit more. So as of September 29th, 2022, the prior quarter, Berkshire held this many AMEX shares, which was 20.29. So his stake is going up and up. At the end of 2021, Amex was Berkshire's largest securities holding by weight, third largest holding by market cap, with its stake valued at 24.8 billion, which grew to 26.1 billion by September 29th. So let's see what else we got here. Berkshire built a stake of at least 20.2 of Occidental Petroleum. Another good, oh, they spelt this wrong. Look at this, Yahoo writers. Spelling error. You're missing an O. Obtained regulatory approval by 50%, up to 50% of the oil giant's common stock. Interesting. So he may want to take over Occidental first. So while Amex may no longer be Berkshire's largest holding by weight, the company's value to Berkshire is clear. Sort of a good housekeeping seal of approval, Stephen Squirry said. Warren and Berkshire are iconic investors, and to have him speak about the brand and speak about the company and to speak about the direction we're going so enthusiastically is important. When the pandemic hit, Amex stock declined to as low as $66 as lockdowns and travel bans dragged down profits by 39%. But Buffett retained his stake in the company even as he sold airline and bank stocks. So come on, Warren, just buy the rest of it. Come on, do it. The momentum carried into 2023. Amex's largest quarterly results showed a slight miss for its fourth quarter, but the company indicated it remains positive on its outlook for the remainder of the year. For those dividend fans that make up the majority of my channel, Amex pays dividends. And another thing, if you just so happen to have been screwed over by Amex, for lack of a better term, you know what? I always get their ticker wrong. I know their abbreviation, but it's AXP. That's right. I always want to type AMEX. But for those of you that know options, if you miss out a credit card offer, like you see how they went up Friday by 10.5%, that could have been like a, well, not so much earnings blast trading scenario, but that the stock obviously had a little bit of a blast in the price. It had a lightning bolt hit it in some ways to go up 10%. So the options would have done way better on that. So something like that, if you can make an options trade, you may be able to recoup what you lost on a credit card offer, whether it be $300 or $500. In my case with Hilton, I lost like 80,000 points, which is a bummer. But I have a feeling if Mr. Buffett were at the helm, he would not let stuff like that happen. So I wish he would buy it. And that's really the gist of what I wanted to talk about on this video. Thank you all for tuning in. Oh, there's Andre. We should have done a live stream, I guess. Oh, well. Yeah, dividends are good, but Amex, not so good. Warren Buffett needs to buy them. Anyway, you know what? Let me just drag the video out to 10 minutes here. It's good for that ad revenue. So let's see. Let's do some basic stock analysis here. Amex is at 172.31. Again, it was up 10.5% Friday. It's down in the after hours. Let's see how it's doing year to date. Wow, look at this. Everything's recovering since the start of the year. We're at $148 to start the year, $172, so that's $58.68. That's $24 increase in the price of the stock. So 24 divided by 148 is 16%. 10% of that came in one day. Now you see that straight line on the chart? That's what I call, and I believe when were earnings? I think earnings just happened like a week ago or so. So that was actually, it might have been that day. So that's like an earnings blast trading scenario. Too bad I missed out on it because I could have recouped what I lost on the AMEX stock. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed that. If you like that, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't, also please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks so much for tuning in, and take care.